Hello there, Pisces. My name's Frankie. I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. This reading's for Pisces for June of 2019, and we're 6 months into the year already. I can hardly believe it. Now, for those of you that are new, I pull 4 cards for the month. We use the bottom card on the deck for our overall view of the month, and we pull an angel card at the end of the reading, hopefully bring everything together for us. Now, because I'm an empath, I have a speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you. So that makes all of us Pisces, I suppose, named Frankie for the time of this reading. Look at your moon sign and your rising sign. You get a more comprehensive view of the month. And I also don't believe the cards will go week by week. I believe they'll kind of blend in and out throughout the month as an overall theme. Now, I have a short message before I start, and the message is this: what they keep showing me is a pressure cooker, right? So I have all these things on my mind that I haven't spoken. One of the other signs got something similar, a message that's a little bit similar to it. Maybe Capricorn. I just did them and can't remember that long. But I feel like a pressure cooker. I've had a lot of things like simmering. And when that pot goes, it's going to be fireworks or explosions everywhere, right? So I might want to think about whatever I've been sitting on, because it could be pent up stress, the need to release emotions. I'm not sure. It'll fall in a different area of each one of our lives. But what I do know is if we blow and when we blow, it's normally not expected. So it kind of, everybody does this, heads up, Pisces just blew, what happened? Because we're very calm usually, giving, caring. But if there's something that's been simmering this month, maybe we want to meditate on it or something like that. We will have the chance, and it feels like maybe we should have spoke up or done it sooner. It's that kind of energy because we have really good words. They're exploration, release, spontaneity, humor, and support. So that heads up might be really important for us this month in case there is something that we're holding under our little pressure cooker lid there, Pisces. So, because our first card here is the Three of Rods or Wands. I don't know why they changed the name of these cards because it's like silly to me, but that's the way it is. And I love these. I love this deck because it's colorful and it's interesting. But it's someone who is ready and willing and able to bring or to hang on to, not bring on, to hang on to whatever it is that he or she has achieved in life by remaining. That's what's so funny with that message. It's breaking my face. Anyhow, make it remaining in calm control of the situation, which would normally be us, right? Knowing that there's absolutely no need for impulsiveness, and we would know that this is a time for acting in a mature, responsible manner based on experience and based on common sense, is what they're saying, and taking things firmly into hand. But it would be done in a firm, like in a really controlled, responsible kind of manner, and that's what sounds a little bit silly when I think of it here, based on that original message. But, the release will come. There is actually support for it, but it's going to be spontaneous. This is when we've consolidated our situation, our business, our enterprise, whatever you want to call it, and we can expect financial return or financial gain because of it. And right underneath it is the Six of Pentacles and the Star cards right underneath there. So it's actually really good. It means that we define by the clear definition of the role, right, that we want to play. We present this positive picture or positive face to the world at large. See, he has his back turned towards us. So the attitude of this kind of energy can draw to us helpful people, helpful circumstances. It means we've established a really strong or solid foundation. Uh, Maybe in our occupation, for those of us that it's going to be a work reading or our business, and because of that, we can expect cooperation from other people, which is really great. So at this point, we are really clear, very clear about who we are, and because we're clear about who we are, others respond to us like positively, and they respond to our confidence in ourselves. So it's a great month for that, for exploration, for whatever it is that we're doing. I'm thinking usually one's energy is business, finance, like career related. So I think a lot of us are going to be, a lot of this is going to come down for us in some kind of work endeavor, maybe entrepreneurial endeavor, the way these cards are sitting. But it also can be a relationship reading because we've established this kind of this definition of the role we want to play. This is me, I'm Pisces, this is my role type of energy, which probably is what's going to cause that heads up, since we're usually so quiet and withdrawn to our little shell there, and nobody expects it, and they usually think in that manner, well, Pisces will do it, I'll step on Pisces, not happening this month, because our next card here is the Two of Rods or Wands. This is a strange reading. When we get to it, I'll explain it to you. The way the cards are laid out here, this is a weird card. It's like ambiguous is the word I want to say. Just has this different energy around it because all twos are about choices. But with this particular two, there's usually a second or a possibly unexpected element is the word they want me to say, that's entering into the situation at hand, whatever it is that this situation is with that Three of Rods energy, okay? It's weird they came out in reverse, and the three is going to be the overriding energy for the month. When you get the Two of Rods, though, there's something we didn't have plans for, or our plans had not allowed for. Okay? So that brings in our word exploration right there. It means we're saying yes to some kind of new enterprise with the expectation that we're going to achieve ownership, wealth, and good fortune. So it's actually a great card. We're kind of, in a sense, waiting for our ship to come in when we get this card. We've started something, and we're awaiting the results. We may, however, with this card, I'm saying it kind of weird because it is a strange card, we may, however, have to deal with unexpected obstacles or opposition, like a bank loan didn't come through for us, and we have the word support in here, so partner defected at the last minute, and the support really that we were counting on or expecting to have right? Like withdraws, maybe at the last second. But with this card here, um, still, we would definitely have decided to pursue this course of action as a means of validating ourselves, right? Because this 3 here is saying that we want to establish the role we're going to play in something. So I think it was Aquarius, I kept saying the backup plan. The Two of Rods says have a backup plan. So if I'm going to buy a house, that's all I can think of, or a car. Let's say I go around and I look at loan rates and I make application ahead of time. Now, if and something falls apart at the last minute with Bank A, I can go directly to Bank B because they've already pre-approved me. Maybe I wanted Bank A, but right now B's my backup. Let's say I'm starting an entrepreneurial venture, right? With this Three of Rods, I'm trying to think of examples for you. And I have, or 4 people have come to me and said, yeah, I want to be in that, Pisces, I want. That's going to be me, my position. And I like all the people that came to me, right? And I think, Joe or George is going to be better, but at the last minute, I tell them, okay, let's go forward. I'm going to go with George as my partner. At the last minute, I find out George has told me all this crap, and actually, George isn't coming, you know? So I really liked Alice too. So I hurry up and I contact Alice, and everything's up and running. And it's working, it's supporting me. I've released George, and explored the other options. So this is the backup plan. This card here would be our total backup plan for whatever it is that we're deciding to move forward with, whatever it is in our lives where this is going to fall. If it's a relationship, yeah. If it's a work or entrepreneur thing, yes, right? But I always have the backup plan. I'm not messing around with this because it's very important to me. For whatever reason, it's very important to me because our next card is the Empress. And that's fresh, new starts, new beginnings. Um, it's the energy of pregnancy also, so you know what to do, Pisces, if you don't want to get pregnant. It's the energy of birth because these are general readings in any form. The Empress is also major arcana energy, and so to go with these other ones here that I'm seeing laying in front of me, excellent energy. Some of us it's a nurturing type energy. So some of us may be nurturing others or other people. It could take an obvious form like caring for one of our kids, maybe that's sick, or taking, in this case, maybe I'm taking over a job at work that maybe one of the other workers got sick, and I'm going to have to handle it for them for a month or so while they go out. Or we could be supporting our spouse or our partner, or a friend. And like I said, it could be pregnancy or a really strong desire for pregnancy. But the good thing about it, the Empress type energy, it means I'm in a position to be able to give nurturing or give the nurturance. If it now we would have the inner strength to be able to do it. We'd be able to support the other people very easily, and we'd have the ability to do it without harming ourselves. Because when the Empress energy is upside down, and these cards can work in both ways because these are general readings, if this was energy upside down, it would be we need to pull back. We need to nurture ourselves, that we're giving too much to others, and we're just period worn out, and we need the time to take care of ourselves. So for some of us, the Empress could be a self-love type energy, and for others of us, it is going to be that straight upright birth of a new project, child, idea. Um, but the Empress energy, I'm thinking about this month. It means that we need to maintain a balance for whatever reason, because there's that pressure cooker energy and that um, original message, and we have a word explore, but the message was explode, explosion of the top of the pressure cooker. So we need to maintain some kind of a balance with um, between our needs and the needs actually of others too. And they said to read it in both ways, so it must be important to us. So like I said, I don't know where this is going to fall. For some of us, it may be work related. For others of us, it could be related to situations with friends and family and things like that. But we're capable of doing it this month without giving too much, because our next card here is the Emperor. So it's like they lined up some weird way, one right after the other. We got the Empress and the Emperor. We got the Three of Rods and the Two of Rods. But this means that we're involved with the established order, or involved with someone who represents established order, If we think about it, the Emperor rules all the kings. He rules all the kings and queens, and he delegates responsibility. But with the Emperor energy in here, we might have a need to identify with like a powerful group, whether it's religious, ideological, intellectual, sometimes political group. We might be attending meetings that are related to the particular culture of this group or institution, economic group, company, community. Uh, we really need to identify it, or we may be feeling the need to belong or become one of them, or we could be associating with someone who has that kind of need, and it's someone that we want to support in that need, because we have the Empress energy here. So we have both things going on basically at the same time. And we want, our word is support, and we want to be supportive of people and release anything that's not valuable, like our word here, okay? Because it seems really important. Like I said, this could be relationship stuff. Maybe with this, we're waiting for news about expectancy in pregnancy. That's just an example, but really, seriously, it's all going to go good or well or be on our side, because we are in our own reading. Our last card is the King of Cups energy, and that's excellent. The King of Cups. Look at even his crown. There's no jewels all over it, and he's not all fancy dressed up, yet he's the king, the king. So it's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Just like us, we are in our own reading, which is excellent. And there's nothing militant about the King of Cups. He stands, he doesn't go to war unless really forced to go into war. He stands beside his subjects, doesn't lord over them, male or female. I forgot to say that. It means someone who is kindly disposed to us, maybe like a kind father-mother figure type energy. Someone, it could it could represent like our own father, or someone that is maybe older than us sometimes, that we're in love with. Trying to think. Can also mean that we just want to have a relationship with this King of Cups. Whether, anyhow, it doesn't make any difference whether he's a friend, whether he's an advisor or a lover. All the King of Cups energy, all they put out around them is trustworthy energy, and dependable, or very dependable energy. We would always know, and we could rely on them coming through for us whenever we need them, him or her, whenever we need it. Some of us will be being called up to be that mature Pisces energy that is there for ourselves, because they asked me to read the Empress energies in both ways. Mostly they consider him a man or a woman, because these are general readings that of culture. Somebody who's real refined. They could possibly be, well, they're very knowledgeable. They could be possibly interested in the arts, or they could be a really creative type, their own self, and mean that we are creative too. But if it isn't, if it's a situation like this Three of Rods and Two of Rods energy is, it'll be like that movement forward into whatever project. It would be really especially favorable to us. So, some of us are going to take on the role of this. Others of us, this may be a person outside of us. Others of us, it could be just a creative pursuit or something that we are pursuing moving forward that's going to be totally in our favor, and favorable towards us and to us, period. So it's good, whatever energetics we're putting out here. We even have the boss of the king in there. If we think about it, we have the two bosses of the king in there. Now, normally the rods energy, this 2 and 3 of rods here, they usually mean business, finance. So for the most of us, that might be that. Well, actually, it could be new starts for some of us, and the Emperor type energy could be established law, right? That's going to free us up for this, to move forward in this new energy, or the other person that gave us, the opt-out when something fell through from this Two of Rods energy. It's really interesting. It's really interesting the way the cards laid out or came out. So what I want to say is, if there's something I've been, building that pressure cooker energy with, release is one of our words. So, because we don't want to release spontaneously, as in that firework energy all over the place. We want to do what, or say what, that which we want to do or say, but do it with this mature energy, because we have the Empress, the Emperor, and the King. So it's all strong, powerful energies that are around us, and that's really exciting and valuable. Oh God, you can't make these cards up. Oh my, Pisces. I don't think I've ever pulled this card. It's called Assertiveness. Maybe we do need to do whatever is going on and establish the role we want to play. That's quite interesting. So most of us aren't real assertive, We just aren't. We're not aggressive, and we're not really assertive. We kind of like go along with whatever, It'll be a surprising month for some of those that are expecting us to act in a different way, won't it? It says, this situation can be healed gently and with love as you've requested. Yet there's also the need for your strength and truthfulness with the other people involved. That's pretty much what they've been telling us. We will stand right behind you as you speak your truth, giving you strength and guiding your words. I actually don't think I've ever, 3 years of doing this and using these angel cards, and I was not sure I'd ever be able to resonate with them. And there's no mistaking when when they put these cards out. You can't mistake what it is or what it's saying. You drew this card because you were asking about a situation where you felt victimized. The angels are saying the situation can only be rectified if you clearly communicate your needs and expectations to others. And that is the energy of the Empress, the Emperor, and the King of Cups. And King of Cups is kind, and it's the energy of this Three of Rods, establishing who and what I am doing or will do. Okay? Let's say it's possible to be both angelic and assertive if you call upon your angels for courage, guidance, whenever you intend to speak your truth. With practice, loving assertiveness becomes so much easier. Face the situation directly, read a book or take a class on assertiveness training. Replace aggressive or passive aggressive behavior with assertiveness, and handle conflict with honesty and love. That's one thing the King of Cups does very well, very straightforward and honest. We can do this. It says, tell the truth to yourself and to others. This situation is an opportunity for personal and spiritual growth. Wow, Pisces, we have one heck of a reading this month, don't we? Well, I want to tell you that's our reading for this month, and tell y'all thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, and for your comments. I read each and every one of them, and I really appreciate them. If anybody wants to know more about me or go neb about me, all of the information's down below the screen at the website, or if you need to set an appointment with me, all of the information to do that is over at the website, and that's in the About section below the screen. The prayer class and suture class are over there for you guys. There's 2 short videos, they're like 5 or 6 minutes long, that explain them. Prayer class is very comprehensive. It's 2.5 hours long, and it explains how, why, and what how you do format prayers for particular things. The sutras are thought forms you put in a simple meditation, takes 5 minutes a day, and enhances your clear perceptions really dramatically. Good tool for your toolbox. And to all of you I've met through 3 whole years of doing these YouTubes, and everybody I've met through 31 years of doing my work now, I want to tell y'all it's been an honor, privilege, and a pleasure and a joy to be able to serve you, and hopefully I'll see you back here next month. Bye-bye.